Please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another updates from my YouTube channel. Lombok here. So first of all, I would like to discuss about what is Project Lombok. So Project Lombok is a great library that can help you avoiding writing boilerplate code and saves your lot of precious time. So with one annotation, your class has a fully featured builder and automate your logging variables and getters and the setters and the equals and the hash code and much more. Okay, you should not write any getters and the setters and the equals and the hash code, okay, and logging variables and all those stuff. So with one annotations, it's going to be spicing up your Java code. Okay, so let's demonstrate how we are going to be spicing up our Java code, guys. So here I have one simple CRUD application. Okay, so here I have a product. So this is my model class. Before that, so if you want to work with the Lombok, so we need to install one plugin. So this is my, so if you go to the plugin section, so search with Lombok. Okay, this is the plugin we need to work with the Lombok. So you can just install this. I already installed this plugin. So it's going to be provide these annotations guide. So I'm going to work with these annotations here. Okay, so once you install that plugin and come to pom.xml file, so you can just add this Lombok to your pom.xml. okay, and coming to this my model class, this is my product model class. I just have two annotations, that is entity and the table. These are the JavaX persistence entities, guys. Okay, and here I have one more class, that is product repository. I'm going to extend the JPA repository. So with the help of JPA repository, I'm going to use the predefined methods, that is save, update, delete and find all methods. Here I have a product controller. Okay, I'm going to auto add this product repository and I'm going to use all the predefined methods inside this controller. Okay, so I have save, find all and find by ID, update the product and delete the product. Okay, that's fine. And come back to our model class. So no arguments constructor, all arguments constructor. I have getters and setters and I have equals, hash code, toString. Okay, so first of all, like what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove whatever the getters and the setters are there. Okay, and the Lombok is going to provide getters and the setters on the top of the class, guys. So add setters, add getters. Okay, so either you can add on the class level or like field level. Okay, I just added here on the class level. It's going to be generate for all the fields available in the class. Okay, and so we have a getters and the setters, right? So I'm going to show you how we are going to be used in the field level as well. Okay, if you want to add like the field level, you can add getters and setters like this. Okay, and so if you want to change access level, so all the getters on the setters by default is public. Okay, so if you want to change the access level, so we can change the access level like this. I'm going to change the access level. Okay, by default getters and the setters all public, guys. I'm going to change it to access level as private here. Okay, so this is one way, and another one is that, so if you want to exclude getters for this description field, then how we are going to do that is, so we have getters. Okay, and if you add access level, okay, none, it's going to be exclude or disable this particular field for the getter. After that, here we have a integer count, right? Sometimes like if you want to return product instance for this type, okay, so here the return type is integer, right? So I don't want to return the integer, so I want to return the product instance here. Okay, then how we are going to achieve it? So sometimes accessors, so here we need to add fluent equal to true. Okay, it's going to be return the product as a return type here. Okay, so this is how you can use uh, setters on the getters, either on the class level and the field level, guys. Okay, so if you use getter, so we have a lazy equal to true here. Okay, so if you use like getter lazy equal to true for the field, so initialization of the value will be delayed until the getter method is called. Okay, so that is the advantage. So it is saying that make it as final. Okay, again it's okay, so let's use get time. Okay, okay, that is the advantage of lazy, guys, and this is how you can use getters on the setters. Okay, let's compile this and let me show the output generated, guys. Come here, so come to your target directory. Under the classes we have a model class. Let's open this product class. Okay, and here, yeah, setters and the getters, guys. Okay, if you observe the count, so we have added the return type as product for this count, right? So see here, it's generated product as a return type for this count, and after that we have changed, yeah, so access modifier, right? So public to private. For the get name we have changed the access modifier, right? So by default, like getters and the setters, so all the access modifiers are public for set for get id and account and the get name. Okay, for this particular get name I just changed it from public to private. Okay, and after that, see here, we have get quantity method here. So this is the method we'll be going to call, guys. Okay, so the first time, so it's going to be captured, and after that subsequent calls it's going to be written the, this is the lazy. So we have added getter equal to lazy equal to true, right? So this method is going to be called for that. Okay, and now, so we have, so no arguments constructor and all arguments constructor, right? So let's add no arguments constructor and all arguments constructor. Okay, so let's remove this both from here. So it's going to be generated like no arguments constructor and all arguments constructor, guys. Okay, so if you want to change access level, okay, by default it is public, I'm going to change into private here. Okay, sorry, so let's, okay, you can change the access level like this. And after that, so if you want to generate like static factory method, so we have a static name here. Okay, so you can change the static factory method. Let's add get instance like this. Okay, it's going to be generate the static factory method by using get instance method like this. Okay, so so either like no arguments constructor, so it's going to be generate the no arguments constructor and the all arguments constructor. Okay, so if you have like any final fields, it's going to be throw the compile time error, guys. So let me make it as let's remove this. I already demonstrated for the getters. Okay, so let's say that I have final, so it's throwing the error. Okay, what it is saying, add constructor parameter. Okay, either you can add force equal to true, okay, or like you can initialize that final variable, otherwise it will going to be throw the error, guys. Okay, okay, let's compile this. Okay, okay, let's open product class. So here we have no arguments constructor, all arguments constructor, and get instance method. Okay, it's generated, guys. So I want to remove this equals and the hash code and toString method. Okay, for equals and the hash code we have a single annotation, so we can add equals equals on the hash code. For the toString we can add directly toString annotation. Okay, so this is how you can add, guys. And after that we have required arguments constructor. Okay, I don't want to use no arguments constructor and all arguments constructor. So we have required arguments constructor. So basically this required arguments constructor are uninitialized final fields and fields with the constructor such as a null values. Okay, so let's remove this. Sorry guys. So we have a requires arguments constructor. So if you have like any, okay, so any field, final field, so then it's going to be generate the arguments constructor for that particular field. Okay, either you can have final or non-null. Okay, I'm going to show you how it's going to be generated. So let's add non-null for, okay, another description here. Okay, let's remove this, guys. This is not required. Okay, so if you compile this, okay, let's open our product class, minimize this. Okay, see here, description non-null. Okay, and after that we have added for the name as well, right? See here, so name and the description, it's added the all arguments constructor, guys. So with required arguments it's going to be create the constructor, so like this. And let me open this. In the real time I'm going to show you the example how we are going to use in the real time this required arguments constructor. In product controller, so in the product controller, so what we are doing is we are just using this product repository, right? So we are using auto void here and we are injecting this product repository here. So I don't want to use this auto void. Okay, so let's add final here. So if you add the final, it is saying something, so add constructor parameter to this product controller. Okay, so let's add. Okay, so now I'm injecting this product repository to the constructor injection here, guys. Okay, so I'm injecting through the constructor here. So either you can use auto void or you can use the constructor injection or setter injection. So so we can use like this as well. Okay, so even I don't want to use this constructor here, I don't want to write this manual code. Let's remove this. So now what I'm going to do is, so let's add required arguments constructor. Okay, that's it. Simple, right? It's going to be generate the constructor injection for this product controller and it's going to be inject the product repository here. Okay, that is the beauty of Lombok, guys. So here we are using the logger. Okay, so if you see here we have added the logger, right? So Lombok is going to provide the logger as well, guys. I don't want to use this logger. Okay, so you can just simply use @log. This is Lombok log. Okay, so if you add that log, so we can use like this log.info inside the find by method. Okay, so either you can use @log or like if you want to use SL4J log, so then you can use SL4J log as well, guys. Okay, SL4J, this is Lombok SL4J log. If you want to use SL4J you can use, or if you want to use commons log you can use. Okay, so depends on the requirement, you can use your logger here. And so I'm going to use SL4J logger here, guys. And after that, so here we have product, right? So we have a product, so it's going to be written find by ID as a product. Okay, here it's going to be written list of products. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use value here. Okay, I don't want to use the particular type. So if you observe here, the value is inferior to list of products. Okay, the same thing here also I'm going to use Lombok value here. Okay, it's going to be inferior to product, so here it's going to inferior to list of products. So that is the beauty of Lombok, guys. So you can use like this. And that is the value. And after that, so in the update product method, what I'm trying to do is I'm just getting the particular product by using id, and after that I'm updating that product. Okay, and set name, why id. Okay, let's remove this, not required. And come back here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is it's throwing the resource not found exception. Okay, so either you can use try catch block, or like you can add throws. So this resource exception, right? So I just added try with catch, right? So by using Lombok, okay, so let's remove this try and catch. Even I don't want to write. So we have a sneaky throws, guys. Okay, so this sneaky throws is going to be taken care by the try and catch. So I will going to demonstrate how it's going to be catch. If you want to add like any exception, so then it's going to be catch the throwable. Okay, so if you want to add like for particular exception, then we can add like this resource not found exception. Okay, so this is how you can add sneaky throws, guys. That is the advantage of using sneaking throws. So you should not catch that particular error here. Okay, let's remove try and catch here as well. Let's add sneaky throws here as well. Okay, so okay, not required this. So that's it, guys. So and after that, so in the product.java, we have added like couple of annotations, right? So we have like data, guys. So how we are going to use the data? So if you observe here, we have searchers and the getters and the required arguments constructor and equals and the hash code and the toString. So what I'm going to do is, so this all the annotations I'm going to replace with one single annotation, that is data. Okay, so that is the beauty of Lombok, guys. So you can use like this. Okay, and so that's it. So now let's test this application whether it's working or not, because we have not this one, guys. And I forgot to tell you one thing. So builder design pattern. So here we have builder design pattern, guys. So if you want to use the builder design pattern, so you can use @builder like this. So what it will does is basically in the product controllers, so we are saving the product, right? So if you want to save only for particular fields, okay, so you don't want to save like another fields like description, the account, you want to save only id and name. So with the help of the builder design pattern, we can achieve that. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we can use that. So product, okay, product one, I'm going to take product. So we have a builder, and here we can add id. So I'm going to take product dot get id, and name I'm going to take product, so name. Okay, so you can build that, right? So this is one way, guys. So you can use directly here. So it's going to be save only id and the name. And we have another way, that is toBuilder equal to true. So if you use toBuilder equal to true, so what I'm going to do is, let's take product dot product builder. So I'm going to have the product builder here. Okay, so product dot toBuilder. Okay, so now product builder dot id. So directly I'm going to get the id here, and name without builder, guys. That is the advantage of product dot get name. Okay, you can just build it. So if you use to builder equal to, that is the advantage, guys. So let's take product 2 here. Okay, so this is how we can use the builder design pattern. Okay, so let's start application and let's test this, guys. Okay, the application is started. Let's open my Postman here. Okay, here I have name, description and the count, guys. So I'm just providing the description and the count, but by the help of the builder design pattern I'm going to insert only ID and the name. Okay, let's post this. Let's test this out. Okay, it's inserted only ID and the name because we have provided only ID and the name with the help of the builder design pattern. Okay, so that is the beauty of builder design pattern, guys. And so we have changed like value, right? So let's get it all the products. It's throwing error. Okay, saying that no arguments constructor is required, guys. Okay, let's restart this. Okay, okay, now let's remove this, guys. Not required. So because we have added, so this builder design pattern here, that is the reason it is throwing that error. Okay, and okay, now restart your application. Okay, it started, guys. So let's insert the data again. It's okay, that is get method. So let's insert the data again. So it's inserted successfully. Okay, let's get it. Okay, let's get it by using specific ID. Okay, so it's working fine because we have added like couple of annotations here. So let's check the logger as well. So we have added the logger as well, right? See here, the logger also printed here. And now I'm going to demonstrate so how we are going to use the immutable class, guys. Okay, so let's open my project here. So here I have a immutable class. Okay, so if you see here, if any immutable class is going to be right like this. Okay, that class should be a final class, and after that all the variables private and final, and we should have a all arguments constructor. After that we will have getters, not the setters, and we can have equals and the hash code and the toString. Okay, so this is how we can write. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write. So let's remove the getters first. Okay, getter, and after that I'm going to use all arguments constructor, guys. Arguments constructor here. Okay, let's remove this, and after that I'm going to add toString, equals and hash code and toString method. Okay, equals and hash code and toString method. Okay, so this is how you can add, and after that we have a final, right? So even I don't want to write final here. Okay, so we have like one more annotation, that is field. Okay, field defaults. So you can add in the field defaults, we have like make final equal to true, and after that we have a level, guys. So we can add the access level as a private. Okay, so if you not protected, guys, sorry. private. Okay, so this is also immutable class now. So so if you compile and see, okay, come here and let's open immutable demo here. This guys, okay, see here, it's generated the getters and all arguments constructor equals and hash code and toString method, and this is private final. Okay, final fields. Okay, it's working fine. So now what I'm going to do is, even I don't want to use this many annotations here, with the only single annotation, okay, so we can achieve that is at the rate of value guys. And even I don't want to write final here. Okay, so if we add value like this, it's going to be create. Okay, it's success guys. Let's open immutable demo, check now. Okay, it's same like, so immutable class, we just added like single annotation, that is at the rate of value. Okay, that is the beauty of Lombok guys, so you can use that. So that's it guys. I think I have covered like all the annotations: getter lazy equal to toString equals and hash code, data, no arguments constructor, required arguments constructor and all arguments constructor, value, non-null. I think non-null I didn't cover, I will cover that. So builder and log, sneaky throws, value. Okay, and coming to the non-null, so let's say that here I have integer is id, right? So if we added at the rate of non-null, okay, so it's going to be check the null. So if it is null, it's going to be throw the null point exception. Okay, that's it guys. And I hope like I covered like all the annotations. Okay, so if you like this video, so please go ahead and like. If you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks, bye, have a